Hey Alexa, turn on the lights. That's better. What's up? My name is Shana. I am a business owner and I got COVID twice. Today I want to talk to you about the reality of dealing with COVID as a business owner, taking care of a toddler, and simultaneously running a business while trying to recover from the thing that has basically set this world on fire lately. Oh, and by the way, I'm filming while still in quarantine, so there's that. Let's get into it. Things you think about while living during a pandemic. Not wanting to get sick, not wanting to get other people sick. Trying to live your life as normally as possible without putting yourself, your family, or others in danger, among other things. And as a business owner, you've got all of those other worries, like being afraid that you will be unable to work, worrying about having to shut down your business, not being able to provide for your family or have an income. I don't know about you, but every single one of these things has crossed my mind. And that was before I even got COVID. So today I want to talk about some of the challenges we are facing in this day and age. And also I'm hanging out with my toddler, so you're going to get a lot of real, raw, unfiltered stuff. So here's the backstory. You might be like, yo, you can't get COVID twice. Well, my friend, yes you can, because back in October, my son tested positive. Son gets COVID, 5 days later, mama gets COVID. Daddy is spared of COVID. But long story short, I was sick for like a week back in October, and I was like, yes, I overcame COVID. My test at the time was negative. But the doctors said because my son tested positive and because I had all the symptoms, that I needed to assume I had it. So I was like, sure, whatever, cool. Let's move on. Fast forward to right around Christmas time, we were traveling, visiting our family in Colorado for Christmas. And let me just tell you, we drove straight through the night so that we could limit any exposure. We drove straight through the night there after essentially quarantining for 2 weeks so that we could go visit our family and be safe and everything be awesome. And lo and behold, Shana gets COVID. Rude. Next thing you know, we're driving home and all of the symptoms like started happening all at once. I lost my smell. I had like a stuffy, painful face and headache and all the things. It was way worse this time around. Tested positive and they're like, oh, maybe you had a lower viral load and did not develop antibodies the first time, or you just got it twice. So whatever, we're dealing with it. We're at the end of quarantine, but let's get into the meat of today's conversation and talk about how to deal with some of these challenges and how to manage a business while also taking care of a toddler who takes up 100% of your time while they are awake. One thing I did not expect was how challenging it was going to be taking care of a toddler while also being sick and while my husband was also sick. So we got sick like right before the weekend. And so we had the entire weekend where we could just like lay on the couch and be like, meh. And we were able to tag team it and it worked out pretty well, but I was still really sick when Monday rolled around and Bo had to work. So it's just me and Lincoln and I am sick as a dog. You don't really think about that before you have kids, and then after you have kids, you're like, I'm not allowed to get sick anymore. I cannot do it. There were a lot of movies, there was a lot of snuggling. It was very sweet, but also we were suffering. So that was challenge number one. But I've really learned that experiences like this force you to think outside the box and learn how to multitask better, get more things done in shorter amounts of time. Literally during this entire time, I have the time before Lincoln wakes up, which is around 7 or 8. Then I have like an hour at nap time in the middle of the day. And then I have after he goes to sleep at night. So that's 8 p.m. So those are my available working hours right now. And all day long, I am literally running after a toddler. Like running. He literally points at me and my husband and goes, Daddy run, Mommy run. It's his new thing. It's very cute. Also exhausting. So looking at things from these different perspectives and learning how to kind of smash an entire day's worth of work into a couple of hours. Those are all skills that I really am hoping to take with me as I move forward from this, because sometimes all you have is 10 minutes. Sometimes all you have is a nap time. Sometimes you have a deadline to hit and you have to learn how to prioritize what's most important because you're not gonna get it all done in time. So over the past few days and over the next few days, this whole week, the focus is on smushing as much work into my small allotments of time as possible. Let's see how it pans out.
And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. I've been comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it. And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. I've been comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it.
Wanted to feel like a real human today, so we're getting ready. Human! Let's go.
Papa.
That is a tripod. So, update on how it's been going. I have successfully worked during nap time only. I was planning on waking up at like 5 a.m. every day since I started feeling better, which I've successfully done a lot of the days. However, I don't know if it's because of his sickness or what, but Lincoln decided he wanted to wake up at 5 a.m. too. And he would not go back to sleep without either me or Bo snuggling him. And because we felt that it was more important for him to get sleep and recover from COVID, we did not get to work in the morning, which is okay. We are rolling with the punches, but that's how it's going. Today is shaping up to be a little bit better. We were finally able to get up and do yoga, and he slept until 8. So maybe that means that he's completely over COVID. That would be awesome. Who knows though? Like, they know so little about it with kids. It's very frustrating. But he's doing great. We're recovered. It's fabulous. I'm planning on doing so much work during lunch today. I actually got to shoot a couple of reels with Lincoln this morning. He was cooperating. So yeah, let's see what else the day brings. Final day doing this. We got it, friend. We got it. Let's see if he lets me get any photos taken. Success. Now time to play.
And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. I've been comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it.
So it's the weekend now, and this has turned out to be my most productive day because my husband gets to babysit. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, today we are shooting a ton of product shots and product videos for clients, and I will be looking at my Confident on Camera mini course. Let's take a look, shall we? Gotta get things done. Gotta do what you gotta do, right? So what have we learned from this? Other than the fact that, one, you don't have to wear makeup to show up and make content because, as you can see, there was no makeup, no hair done. I look like a train wreck right now, but you know what? We're here. We're thriving. It's happening. We no longer have COVID. It's so exciting. So that's lesson 1. What else have we learned from this? Well, TV and movies are going to be your best friend if you are sick and you have to take care of a toddler. And also like puzzles and having little toys that are super easily accessible, and you can just like rotate through the little activities during their small attention spans. Like I rotated through coloring, and then I would take out his little box of dinosaurs, and then we'd change to cars, and then we'd snuggle for a little bit, and then we'd go back through and do it all again. And it was all like within an arm's reach at the couch. Also, I'm extremely thankful that I had a content bank. If you are a business owner, I highly recommend you do this. Have a slew of content that is ready to post with both caption, image, reel, whatever it is that you focus on for your business and whatever it is that you use to connect with your audience. Make sure that you have a bank of it that is available and ready to post. Consider it your content rainy day fund. Super helpful to have that content bank for the day that you fall behind, or that you really need it, or that you catch COVID, God forbid. So a content bank is huge. Now, I may have already mentioned it. Another thing that I hope you can take away from this, you don't have to be done up and perfect to show up for your audience. They don't care if you look perfect, they care if you show up and are delivering information to them that they care about, that they can learn from, that entertains them or diminishes fear. Just show up. You don't have to look perfect. Case in point, this has really become apparent to me on Instagram these past couple of weeks for me. People don't care if we have makeup on, they just wanna know, 1, that you're still here, 2, that you're still creating content. They like to know if you have to take a step like off the grid for a little bit, whether you're recovering from something. It's a good way to keep in touch with people. So make sure that you continue to show up for your audience. Again, this is where that content bank comes into play. Another huge lesson for me that I am learning the hard way this time around is that if you have an online business, you must have your sales funnel nailed down so that it can be doing the heavy lifting for you during experiences like this. This way, your systems can do the work for you while you are recovering. This is not something that I currently have going for me, and I am feeling it in a really big way. We paused all of my ads back in November with the intention of completely redoing the entire sales funnel. So these are the ads that were promoting my freebies and bringing people onto my email list and introducing them to my brand and then putting them into the sales funnel. Paused all those ads because I wanted to redo the entire thing. That's actually something that came to my attention the first time I had COVID. Interestingly enough, I'll get back to that here in a minute, but I just realized that I needed to take a step back and see which of my processes were working and which ones were a little bit broken. And my sales funnel was one of those things that needed some work. So we paused all the ads, we were getting ready. I completely reshot my entire free mini course. Long story short, I don't currently have a sales funnel running, and I am not able to work because I have COVID. I'm taking care of my kid. I mean, yes, I'm able to work like 2 hours a day, but most of that time is focusing on client work, because when you are in situations like this, you have to focus on the projects that bring in income, correct? The plan was to get it all up and running by the end of the first week of January, which is right now, and it is not done. So clearly that did not happen. But I mean, at the end of the day, you just kind of have to be flexible and give yourself some grace, because I just wasn't able to do it. And it's not the end of the world. It will get done. And again, you have to prioritize those projects that are bringing in money currently. And fixing a sales funnel, yes, it's important, but taking care of current clients, more important. Gotta weigh your pros and cons, my friend. Figure out what the priority is. So be flexible, give yourself some grace. Huge lesson I've had to learn, and I'm still learning, and probably will still be learning this time next year. So let's learn together. But for real, having that sales funnel nailed down would have made a huge difference during this time. So important to streamline everything so that your systems can do the heavy lifting for you, so you can free up your time so you can spend it with your family or go on adventures or binge watch that new Netflix series. I just finished Bridgerton literally in 2 days. That way, even if I have to take some time off in the future, I can still be generating income. Super important to nail that down. Another thing I am definitely taking with me after this experience is that a forced change in perspective can be a good thing. I figured this out back in October when I got COVID the first time, and it was true again this second time around. When you are forced to slow down, you're forced to look at things in a new way. You're forced to see what is working and what is working. And it becomes more clear because you're not all caught up in your day-to-day activities and day-to-day tasks that you're trying to check off of your list. You're able to get a clearer picture. You can take a look at what's broken and fix it. You can make minor adjustments and tweaks, or you can start over from scratch if that's what needs to happen. But if you don't slow down to speed up, you're not able to figure these things out and make the changes that you need to make. The truth is, if I didn't have this opportunity to slow down, I wouldn't have had the chance to reevaluate my business and all of the things that I'm planning that are big for 2021. So let's wrap this up. Moral of the story, don't get COVID. You'll be out for like 2 weeks and then maybe your family will get it and you'll be out for longer because everyone's quarantining and it's just the pits. Wear a mask. But also, in all seriousness, sometimes a change in perspective can be a good thing. If life throws a monkey wrench into your plans, you basically have two choices. You can let it get to you, you can let it ruin your day, your week, your month, or even your year. Or you can roll with it and make the best of things. Personally, that's something that I would like to take with me into 2021. I hope you will join me. Friend, if you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. If you like this video, like all the phone B-roll and stuff, it's a new thing I'm trying out. Let me know if you're into it. If you're not, totally chill too. Now, if you have a successful sales funnel or if you use passive income streams in your business, let me know in the comments below. I would love to see if maybe that's a topic that I could explore at some point. If that's content that you would be interested in, setting up a sales funnel, how to make it profitable. The process that I'm going to be following as I redo my sales funnel is a process that I have learned from masterminds and over the past year of experience. So let me know if you would want to see me like behind the scenes walking through what that process looks like. And if you want to see more content like this, let me know in the comments below. I tried out a lot of new phone B-roll. I want to see if you're into it. And if you are a business owner or a photographer or a video creator and you want to level up with your content, check out one of these videos here. That is all for this week, my friend. I will see you in the next video. Also, I got this sweet new light. Whoosh. It's kind of like a lightsaber and it's apparently waterproof. It can change into about 1 million different colors. If you want to see a review on it, let me know. It was very cheap. I'm pretty sure it was like 85 bucks. Oh, which I guess is not very cheap, but like it's like mid-range. Super exciting. Have a great day.